Hello and welcome to Kelly's Cooking on the Cheap. Today I am doing another pull out what I have in the fridge, pantry, etc. for a meal for lunch this week. So what I did was I pulled out a hot sausage roll that I had gotten when at Kroger a while back when they were a limit of 5 for like $3 a piece. So I got one of those out of the freezer. I pulled out a bag of frozen sweet potatoes, some beef ramen, a little bit of frozen corn, a can of diced petite tomatoes with the garlic and olive oil in it, and then a little bit of cumin, and then if I need it, a little extra, some beef bouillon. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is start cooking my sausage. Got my pan already heated. Let's get that going. I hope you guys are having a good Labor Day weekend. Today was more of a lazy day for us than the rest of the weekend. If you heard my previous video, my boy had some fundraisers for his band trip this next summer, so we were busy with that. Alright, let me go wash my hands and throw this in my trash dumpster. Just a second, I'll be right back. And debating on how I was going to add them, but I was going to go ahead and cook them in the mic for a few minutes just to get them started cooking. Looking on the directions, and they don't give how long to cook for. So, oops on Walmart's site. And so I'm just going to throw it in for a couple of minutes while this is cooking. That way it's going ahead and pre-cooked. Got that going. So I just finished up this weekend shopping for my second round of 2-week grocery shopping, and not too bad. And after I did some shopping and looking and putting stuff up, it's like I really need to stock up on other stuff, so that's what I'll do in the next 2-week round, next payday. But it's been nice doing this 2-week menu planning. It takes the load off of my mind, and it makes next weekend it'll be a lot nicer in that I don't have to probably pick up much other than a little milk, creamer, and a couple things that I was waiting to get next weekend. Alright, while that's cooking, I am going to go ahead and beat up my ramen noodles a little, break it up. And I'll probably go ahead and use the beef seasoning mix that is in here. And get that ready to go as well. You probably will not see me add salt to this, since this will have buku's amount of salt. But let me get you a little better on the, there we go. Let me get this. So I've never made this. I was debating all week, I should say all weekend, on how I wanted to do this. So I kind of decided to do it more of a, maybe a little casserole than a soup, because I have used before the chicken ramen noodles in a corn chowder. It's real easy. Maybe here soon I'll make it and show you. It takes probably on that soup no more than half an hour. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook up for a few minutes, and then we'll go in and add stuff to it. Alright, we're back. This is getting close to being done. I'm just taking a little paper towel and soaking up the juices. Luckily, it's not too bad. Later in the week, I'm going to be doing a video on one of my favorites to make, and it's biscuits and gravy. I don't make my homemade biscuits, but the gravy's homemade, and you'll be seeing that later in the week. So I think it's my week for sausage, a week with sausage. Alright, I think I just about got it. Putting it in. I don't know what you guys do with your stuff, but any Ziploc bags I use, I save it back. Throw my trash in. Alright, got that in. Now I'm going to add the beef seasoning pack from the ramen. Add that in. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of cumin in. That usually pairs up pretty well with sweet potatoes. Alright, now I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Get that mixed in. And I'm going to put a little water in the can to get the last little bit out. Well, let's see, I'm going to do about a half a can. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sweet potatoes and corn in. That way it could cook for a few with, maybe, let me get scissors. I ended up just cooking the sweet potato in the bag for 2 minutes. And it can finish cooking in the pot. Alright, making sure there's not more in there. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on and let it cook for about 10 minutes or so, and we'll come back and see how it is. And then if it's doing good, then I'm going to go ahead and add the noodles in for the last few minutes. Alright, we're back, and this got to boiling. I just turned it down to between low and medium. Now I'm going to add in the noodles, the ramen. I didn't get them very chopped down very well, but it'll do as it's cooking. So far it's looking good. I just need to get the noodles in to cook, and then I think we'll be ready to taste it and see if it's worth the time and effort of cooking this. Hopefully it is. You just got to be creative and work with what you've got. And sidebar is, whenever you find good deals, whether it be the sausage and stock up on it, throw it in the freezer, or canned goods when it's on sale. Even if you can't stock up a lot, my suggestion is, okay, say if you need 2 cans of diced tomato, pick up just 1 extra each time if you can, and then that's how you can stock up your pantry. I'm ready for this fall to for the cream of mushroom and the cream of chickens to go on sale around the holidays, and that's when I'll stock up on the different flavors, varieties that they have on it. Alright, I'm going to let this cook for a little bit longer, maybe give it another 10 minutes, and we'll come back and see how it's looking. Alright, the dish is ready, and I let it cook for about an extra 8 minutes or so, and this is how it turns out, and it actually looks pretty good. But here comes the true test of tasting it. So I've asked my hubby to come be a taste tester with me, since he'll be eating it as well. So here you go. I set it out so that way it'll cool, because last time he burned his tongue. So hopefully it'll be good.
It's pretty good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have enough seasoning?
Yep, it's good.
Good. Actually, it is pretty good. So in this, I used a roll of hot sausage, beef ramen noodles, a package of sweet potatoes, frozen, but you probably could do regular sweet potatoes if that's what you have on hand, some corn, and some cumin. Just cooked it up. It took maybe no more than half an hour. So I hope you like it. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned this week for me making biscuits and gravy. Talk to you then. Have a good rest of your holiday weekend.